What's the weirdest thing all guys do without realizing it? Lower their voice an octave when talking to their fathers. Most of my friends do this, and so does my boyfriend. And also when talking with their fathers, they have such a rude boyish accent from somewhere, but I even kind of like it considering that I grew up in the Australian countryside. And girls, when they talk to their fathers, on the contrary raise their voice by an octave. No guy admits that he's drunk until he gets completely wasted. You're either sober or in deep shit. There's no other way. A slap on the pants. When guys are about to go out, they pat their pockets to make sure they haven't forgotten their phone and wallet. Every guy the first know does this without exception. We do a triple pat. On the wallet, phone, and keys. They constantly stare at the cleavage. Trust me, every girl whose neckline you're ogling at is aware of it. Well, cleavage is meant to be looked at. That's why it's there. Moreover, it's nearly impossible not to look. I've tried numerous times. It's a natural reaction, you just shouldn't stare. Looking there is like looking at the sun. Take a quick glance and then look away. By the way, we also know that you know that we know that you're looking. But you don't dress like that without a reason, right? It's like there are people who park their Ferrari on the street and then complain that someone is taking pictures of their car. If it bothers you so much, keep it in your garage. Guys rarely wash their bed linens. It's strange that nobody mentioned this to me before. If a girl's bedding hasn't been washed for more than 2 weeks, she starts feeling disgusted to sleep on it. But it seems like guys couldn't care less. They can sleep on the same sheet for months. Wait a moment, do they actually need to be washed? Wait, you can actually remove the bedsheet from the bed? That's a terrible idea because then you'll have to make the bed again. When they say they're hanging out or going out with a friend, it's always about some girl. Because if a guy is really talking about a male friend, he simply mentions his name. I've tested this trick about 20 times over the years and was right in 100% of the cases. It's funny because guys are 100% convinced that this is a foolproof strategy. Well, I don't know, but sometimes I use friend, simply because my girlfriend doesn't know him well. If I mention him by name and she doesn't recognize him, then I'll have to explain who he is for a long time afterwards. I have never met a guy whose place wouldn't be scattered with small items everywhere. They always seem to have something like a small bucket for loose change or just small things lying around on the floor. I had one acquaintance who would sometimes even sleep with coins. They would stick to him, and he would take them into the shower, leaving small items in the bathroom as a result. That's because we don't perceive small change as real money. It needs to accumulate somewhere so that we can exchange it for actual currency later on. Most often, we keep loose change in the bedroom because when we undress, we unload our pockets. It's important to leave small items in a logistically suitable place. All guys when watching TV put one hand in their pants. Not for the purpose of fondling or anything like that. They simply put their hand under the waistband of their pants when lying on the couch. Do your hands get that cold? Maybe you have some reason to keep your hand near your private parts? What's the reason? When guys hug, they must always give each other 3 firm pats on the back. If you're a true friend, you can even grab your buddy's ass. Is this some regional characteristic? In our region, guys slap each other on the back only twice. Neither more nor less. They sometimes shake hands while lightly patting each other on the back with the other hand. This is typically done after a long separation. We notice when you look at other girls. I've caught my boyfriend doing that multiple times and teased him about it. Every time, he denies it and denies everything completely. Now, I also sometimes pay attention to attractive women. Like, dude, there's nothing wrong with it. I sometimes notice other guys too, and that's normal. When guys play video games, they make incredibly strange faces, especially when they get stuck on a level or are deeply engrossed in a shootout. I need to be completely focused. When I'm playing, I don't care about how I look. I'm only concerned about not accidentally getting my teammates killed. Ladies, let's not forget about the scratch and sniff routine. Oh well, it's widely known by now that girls do it too. In this thread, things that guys already know about. They make the wildest faces when sitting in a chair and desperately trying to reach their wallet from the back pocket. This happens 100% of the time. We simply retrieve our wallet not from the back pocket, but from the ass. Please, don't divulge our secrets. You wouldn't want us to get robbed, would you? If you take any 2 guys and put them in a situation where they need to communicate, like a double date, they will immediately become best friends, and soon they will have their own secret handshake that apparently all guys know. The funny thing is that guys generally consider other guys to be normal until they mess up in some way. With girls, it's the opposite story. When guys take off their shirts over their heads, they always hold onto the collar. That's to prevent the shirt from getting turned inside out. If you grab it from the bottom, then you'll have to struggle to put it back on later. Then why the hell, when I do the laundry, are my husband's shirts always inside out? It drives me crazy. I even established a rule: you'll receive the shirt in the same condition as you gave it to me, just clean. Many guys in my circle Sacrifice sleep at night for video games. They play as much as the human body can handle. B. Deny taking naps during the day, even if I specifically catch someone in the act. They will deny it until the end, and for some reason, it can even make them angry. No, I didn't sleep. Seriously? So, you can snore and be awake simultaneously? I don't know about others, but for me, playing games at night when it's quiet and no one can disturb me is incredibly relaxing.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching the video. Bye everyone.